The cry from the fish's belly rose from the deep where no one goes. Jonah sank beneath the waves, wrapped in weeds and near the grave. Yet in the dark beneath the sea, he still found room to call and plead. And from the belly of the deep, the Lord still heard the prophet weep. This is the prayer of second chance, of discipline and providence, not to polish temple song, but praise mixed with the taste of rum. The belly became a hidden shrine, where repentance met the divine. No place too low, no pit too far, for mercy to still hear and answer. Out of the deep I cry to you, from the place I never knew could become a prayerful room. Yet even here, you hear me too.
Cry from the fish's belly,
Hear me, Lord,
from the place of my own wrongs,
where I have sunk and where I hide.
still let mercy
Find me.
cry from the fish's belly.
Rise and plead out of judgment, out of need, from the depths and from the sea. The Lord still hears me.
Cry from the fish's belly,
Let me know, no descent is still below the hearing of the living God who walks above and under flood.
cry from the fish's belly.
Let it be a song of humbled honesty, where rebellion once had run. Oh, grace still turned me toward the sun. Jonah said the waters closed around his soul, the deep composed a kind of grave around his head. Yet there he prayed instead of giving over to the gloom that teaches every hidden room of consequence and self-made pain can still become the place of grace. Salvation belongs to the Lord, he cried, even before he reached dry side. That's deep theology in a low place. Worship can rise before escape. So in my own belly darkened days, let me not wait for lifted waves to say the truth that still remains. The Lord alone saves. Cry from the fish's belly in me, when I am trapped by what I've been, when my own choices close the room, and seaweed thoughts have wrapped my bloom. Teach me prayer, not born from pride, but from surrender deep inside, the kind that no longer argues terms, but bows and asks to be returned. And if you bring me back to shore, let me not forget the floor of that dark place where mercy shone and made my broken prayer its home. The cry from the fish's belly then becomes a warning
And a friend,
the Lord can hear from deepest sea and still redirect me. From the depths and from the grave, you still hear and you still say, cry from the fish's belly. Rise under dark and under skies, no place too low for grace to move, no sea too deep for covenant love. Cry from the fish's belly. Let me sing of the hearing of my King. Oh. thread of scarlet at the window hung, a quiet sign when judgment comes. Rahab tied it in the frame, trusting mercy in the name of the God she'd only heard through stories of his mighty works. Yet faith took hold in that small chord, and house was spared before the Lord. Scarlet thread and open view, a sign of refuge breaking through, not by pedigree or past, but by your faith that held on fast. Rahab's story still proclaims that mercy rewrites former names. The window once of fear and trade became the place where grace was laid. Tie the scarlet, mark the frame, shelter all who trust the name. When the walls around me shake, let the sign of mercy stay. Scarlet thread at the window, let it show the mercy only God can give. In the house and in the lane, keep us safe through coming rain. Scarlet thread at the window, let it stand, a covenant by scarlet strand. When the city walls give way, let mercy mark the house that stays. Scarlet thread at the window, bright and small, yet enough to answer all the fear that rises when the day of shaking comes and walls give way. Scarlet thread at the window, let me hide beneath the sign you provide. Where judgment moves, let grace still know the ones who trusted and held the cord. Jericho stood with walls and height, certain of its own strong might. Yet in one house upon that wall, a different future came to dwell. Rahab gathered all her kin under the scarlet line within, that too teaches faith to bring others under mercy's wing. This thread also points ahead to richer blood more deeply shed. The scarlet cord becomes a sign of refuge by design divine, and Rahab later enters in the line through which the Christ would come. Grace moves farther than we know, from one act of faith in scarlet robe. Scarlet thread at the window of my soul, mark the place where I am told to wait and trust while walls still stand and tremors move across the land. Tie it there in memory too, that mercy came for outsiders too, that shame and past and former road do not outrun redeeming hope. And when the shaking starts again in cities, hearts, or among men, let my refuge not be wall or fame, but the mark you left in scarlet name. Scarlet thread at the windows, they a sign that grace has made a way, and all inside your covenant line shall be kept in storm and time. Scarlet strand and sheltered room, grace before the city's doom. Scarlet thread at the window, be a sign of mercy over me. What once was shame, now let it show a faith that learned where safety grows. Scarlet thread at the window, stay till all the walls have passed away. The song in the night season rose, not because the pain had closed, but because beneath the strain, the Lord still gave a song again. Job spoke of God who gives the song at night when dark has lingered long. Paul and Silas proved it too, singing in the prison room. Night songs are different from day, less triumphant in display, more refined by honest ache, more enduring for the weight they carry to the midnight hour. A song in night has deeper power, because it's forged where no relief has yet erased the need for faith. Give me a song not born from ease, but one that survives the dark. In the night season, let me hear the melody stronger than fear. Song in the night season, singing me when the road gives little clarity. In the dark and in the chain, let our holy sound remain. Song in the night season, soft but true, carry my soul back to you. When the daylight is not yet won, be the music of the sun. Song in the night season, let it stay through the long and narrow grave. Not denial, not pretend, but worship that can still ascend. Song in the night season, help me stand, held by more than my own hand, till the darkness learns to hear a praise that outlives fear. Psalm says by night his song is with me, a prayer to God who still keeps me. That line becomes a blanket thin, but strong enough to wrap within the chilled out soul through waiting hours. The hidden fight, the sleepless powers. Night songs don't always roar aloud, sometimes they hum beneath the cloud. Paul and Silas sang in chains, and heaven moved through all the pain. That doesn't mean each song will break the prison walls the night it's made, but it does mean praise can still become a weapon under will. And even when the bars remain, the song itself defies the chain. Give me the song in my own night, in the seasons void of sight, when all I know is breath and groan. Still teach my mouth a hidden tone, a line of trust, a psalm of grace, a whisper in the darkest place. Not because I feel so strong, but because you give the song. And if the morning comes delayed, still let the melody be made a witness to the powers there, that saints can sing through despair. The song in the night season shows how deep the root of worship goes, deeper than the changing scene, held in God's fidelity. By night his song shall be with me. Oh, oh, in the dark fidelity. Song in the night season, rise beneath the unrelenting skies. Prison hymn and midnight psalm, turn the panic into calm. Song in the night season, be the tune of hidden victory. The shadow of his wings at noon, when the heat comes fierce and soon, all the field begins to sway under pressure of the day. Most men long for shade at noon, for cover from consuming sun, and scripture paints that shelter wide beneath the wings where saints abide. Wings speak of both nearness and care, protection with a mother's flare. Ruth was told she'd come to hide, beneath the God of Israel's side. David too in caves and fright sought those wings through troubled night. But noon is also named here plain, not only night but brightest strain. Hide me not just after dark, but in the sharpest blaze. When the burden comes at noon, let your shadow fill the room. Shadow of his wings at noon, cover me in the hottest part of me. When the daylight burns too bright, be my refuge and my light. Shadow of his wings at noon, let me rest under the shelter of your chest, till the heat has lost its claim. Keep me in your hidden name. Shadow of his wings at noon, brought it near, strong enough to calm my fear. Not a distant passing shade, but covenant cover me. Shadow of his wings at noon, let it prove the tenderness of mighty love, where the field is harsh and dry. Still your shelter stands nearby. Noon can mean exposure too, the time when all comes into view. No shadows left by angled sun, no easy place to slip and run. Yet even there the wings still cast a refuge broad enough to last. That means your care is not confined to secret hours of the night. Psalm 91 says feathers hide the one who under shadow stays. That image meets my overdreamed soul that wants to stand by self-control. But noon reminds me I am small, and heat can wear me through it all. So let me learn the midday art of sheltering my heart. Shadow of his wings at noon in me, where overstretch and hurry be, where the blazing hours of life can sharpen every inward strife. Spread over me a gentler sky, a hidden place beneath the high, and holy God who stoops to shield the ones who faint in open field. And if I must still work the land, let it be under your hand, not scorched alone in self-made pace, but strengthened in the shaded place. Shadow of his wings at noon remain through every labor, every strain, till I can say with quiet breath, your shelter held me through the heat. Feathers white and refuge sure, keep my weakened soul secure. Shadow of his wings at noon stay over all my hottest day. Underneath let fear grow small, held by love that covers all. Shadow of his wings at noon be the resting place prepared for me. The lamp oil at midnight had to last, when evening stretched and hours passed. Not every flame survives delay, not every heart knows how to stay. The virgins waited through the night, with lamps prepared for coming light. Some look ready from afar, but hidden light revealed who they are. Oil matters most when dark runs long, when waiting tests the inward song. Not in the first excited hour, But under slow, unglamorous power, midnight exposes what daylight hides, where the devotion truly abides. So lamp oil in the late night frame speaks of consecration, not mere name. Fill the vessel, trim the flame, keep me ready in your name. When delay grows deep and still, let me wait within your will. Lamp oil at midnight, keep me bright through the longest waiting night. Not just sparks that flare then fade, but steady fire by mercy made. Lamp oil at midnight, fill me deep when the tired watchers sleep, till the cry breaks through the air. Let my soul be ready there. Lamp oil at midnight, holy store, for the hour I can't ignore. When the bridegroom's voice is heard, let me answer by your word. Lamp oil at midnight, let it prove the hidden life of faithful love, where the darkness tests the flame, keep me burning just the same. The wise were not merely afraid, they had simply made a way for the late hour to find them full, not leaning on another's oil that teaches what the secret means. Borrowed fire cannot sustain, prayer surrendered daily grace. These are formed in hidden place, the lampstand in the holy court, needed oil by clear report, eaten olive clean and bright, to keep the lamps through all the night. So too the spirit must be fed by what the Lord himself has said. No substitute and no disguise can keep a soul awake and wise. Oh, lamp oil at midnight in my life, through routine, delay and strife, keep me from the shallow shine that lasts only in easy times, when the promise seems deferred and no quick breakthrough yet is heard. Still let inward stores remain, fed by love and word and flame. And when the midnight cry at last splits the air and ends the wait, let me not be scrambling then for what should have been formed within. Lamp oil at midnight, make me one who lives ready for the sun, not in panic but in peace, with the tended flame that does not cease. Trim the wick and guard the light through the middle of the night. Lamp oil at midnight, let me be found in faithful constancy. When the doorway opens wide, keep me standing by your side. Lamp oil at midnight still remain, till longing turns to sight again. The rain barrel of mercy filled unseen, in a valley dry and lean. No wind was heard, no storm cloud broke, yet water came by prophet's word. Ditches dug in barren land, waited for the Lord's own hand. Morning found the trenches full, mercy where the earth was dull. This is how some answers come, not by thunder, not by drum. No visible sign the night before, yet dawn reveals a hidden pour. The rain barrel image holds this grace. Prepare the place before the trace of what the Lord is about to send has even shown its earliest end. Dig the ditch and make the room, even in the dust and gloom. What the eye cannot yet see still may come by your decree. Rain barrel of mercy, fill it now. In the drought and on the plow, where the ground is split and dry, let your answer multiply. Rain barrel of mercy, overflow in the places thirst would grow. Not by storm the senses know, but by the hidden streams you show. Rain barrel of mercy, teach me wait with an open prepared place till the morning light reveals what to where the desert healed. Rain barrel of mercy, let it stand as proof of your unseen hand. What you promise you can pour, even without the thunder roar. Elisha said, make this valley full of ditches, and the kings obey. That act itself was faith's reply, preparing low places in the dry. And that still speaks to modern need. Sometimes grace first as we make capacity for what may come, though the sky still looks undone. Joel 2 spoke of latter rain, fresh in floors and vats again, filled with wine and oil restored by the kindness of the Lord. Mercy often gathers like this in prepared emptiness. The barrel must stand open wide to receive what heaven provides. Rain barrel of mercy in my chest, where I've been running on what's left. Teach me not to close the space, because I'm tired of the wait. Let me dig the trenches still, ordering life beneath your will. Prayer made hollows, hope made room, ready for the hidden bloom. And if no wind and no cloud appear, still keep expectation near, because the God who fills the ditch does not depend on signs I pick. Rain barrel of mercy, let me know prepared hearts are where you flow. From dusty trench to brimming store, you can fill the barren floor. Dig the valley, make it wide, for the mercy you provide. Rain barrel of mercy overflow, where the thirsty roots can grow. No wind, no rain, yet waters came, still the Lord remains the same. Rain barrel of mercy, let me see how hidden grace can cover me. Oh, no, 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 no. The stones that cried out would not stay dumb if men refused the Holy One. When Pharisees said, silence these, Jesus answered with gravity. If they keep quiet, then the stones will raise a witness of their own. Creation itself had learned the worth of the King now walking earth. Stones usually mark the mute and still, the fixed and cold, the weight that fills the road beneath the pilgrim's feet. Yet here they almost found a speech, because the moment carried such a glory no hush could fully touch. The King had come in humble way, and even rock would praise that day. Do not let my mouth grow cold, when even stones would break their hold. Let creation not out sing, the heart that knows the coming King. Stones that cried out, teach me praise, in the streets and through the days, when the King draws right in near. Let no fear choke off my cheer. Stones that cried out, wake my tongue, lest the mute rebuke the young. If creation knows the hour, let me answer with more power. Stones that cried out, let it ring, all the worth of Christ the King. Not because emotions loud, but because truth should not be bowed. Stones that cried out, keep me true when men tell worship what to do. Let my voice not disappear when the Lord himself is near. Habakkuk said the stone wall could cry against injustice all. That means the earth itself can bear witness to what happens there. Stones are not indifferent props in the moral order of God. So if they can testify to both glory and to lies, how much more the mouths of men should learn to bless and not pretend. The stones that cried out challenge me against dead end dignity, that polished cool which says be still when heaven stirs and grace is real. The proper answer to the King is reverence that dares to sing. Do not let my praise grow thin through the fear of watching men. When the Lord is passing by, let my soul not sanitize the wonder into lesser tones, as though the King were just my own private comfort, mute and mild. No, he is Lord of all the world. Stones that cried out, let me hear the urgency beneath the cheer. This is not a passing scene, but the arrival of the King. And if I ever feel too dry, too numb to lift a living cry, remind me even earth would break its silence for the Savior's sake. Let the stone stay stone today, and let your people pray. Stones that cried out, keep me near to the truth that draws us here. When the King comes down the road, lift my heart and loose my throat. Stones that cried out, let me sing first and loud for Christ the King. The tether of the tabernacle cord held the canvas of the Lord, not the gold alone nor board, but cords that kept the house secured. Hidden tension, quiet strength, holding firm through wind and strain. The little cords, though rarely praised, help keep the holy dwelling raised. Some ministries are like the cord, not center stage, not brightly scored, yet without them things would shift, sag or strain or slowly drift. The tabernacle teaches this: what is hidden still assists, the dwelling place where glory stays, in ordered consecrated ways. Strengthen what is rarely seen, the cords between what holds and leans. In the tension and the pull, keep the Holy structure full. Tabernacle cord, hold the line. In the wind and overtime. Not the loudest, still essential. Keeping holy things together. Tabernacle cord, teach me how to serve beneath the visible now. In the hidden, under strain, faithfulness can still remain. Tabernacle cord, let me be strong in quiet fidelity. When the weather shifts and shakes, keep me firm, for Jesus is safe. Tabernacle cord, stretch but true, doing what time called to do. Though few may know my hidden part, still let me hold with loyal heart. Bezalel's skill and willing hands, built according to command. Not one piece too small to matter, not one chord a random factor that rebukes the modern eye, that values only what shines. The Lord who gave the pattern down cares about each joining bound. Isaiah later stretched the tent, calling Zion outward. Lengthen cords and strengthen stakes, make room for what the Lord will make. So chord language also speaks of expansion under peace. The tether must grow strong and wide when God prepares for increase. Tabernacle cord in my own life, where hidden duties fill the nights. Keep me from despising small, unseen obedience through it all. The prayer that steadies someone else, the work that carries without wealth, of praise or notice from the room. These two help the house stand true. And if the tension grows and strains, let me not snap beneath complaint, because some callings are designed to bear the pull of holy time. Tabernacle cord remain useful through the wind and rain, holding firm what God has raised until His glory fills the place. Stretch the cord and drive the stake, make more room for mercy's sake. Tabernacle cord, stay strong beneath the shelter all alone. Hidden service, quiet line, still belongs to work divine. Tabernacle cord, let me prove the unseen strength of covenant love. The wellspring under the threshold ran, thin at first and strong again. Water from the temple floor, flowing out to eastern door. Not from the riverbed alone, but from the house where God was known. A hidden spring beneath the place of worship became healing grace. Threshold waters matter much, because they show the source is such. Life begins where God resides, then moves outward deep and wide. From altar, house and holy room, to deserts waiting for their bloom. The wellspring on the threshold line means hidden grace turns public in time. Start beneath and flow outside, from the holy to the wide. Let what's formed before your face become a stream of healing grace. Wellspring under the threshold flow, from the place where mercies grow. Small at first, then deep and wide, carry life to every side. Wellspring Wellspring under the threshold run from the house of God the Son, where the desert waits in pain. Bring the healing stream again. Wellspring under the threshold start in the hidden rooms of heart. Then let what you've begun in me move outward into ministry. Wellspring under the threshold pour past the sanctuary door till every dry and bitter place is touched by temple grace. Ankle, knee, and waist and more. Waters no man could ignore. This growth from trickle into stream shows how God expands his themes. What starts in prayer can fill a land. What starts in worship by command can become a river broad by the life and breath of God. Joel 2 saw a fountain rise from the house before his eyes, watering the valley dry. That means the Lord still can supply a flow that comes from his own place, not from man-made reservoirs of grace. The threshold spring reminds the soul all living streams begin at home in God. Wellspring under the threshold in me, begin where no one else can see. In the prayer room, in the word, in secret love for Christ the Lord. Then let the water not stay there, confined to inner atmosphere, but move beyond my private room to fields that need their own bloom. And if the current starts off small, teach me not to mark at all the little stream beneath the floor, because the Lord can make it more. Wellspring under the threshold be a promise of maturity, hidden source becoming known, temple life through living flow. From the threshold, from the house, let the healing current out. Wellspring under the threshold rise before the watching thirsty eyes, starting prayer and ending lives, restored beneath your faithful hand. Wellspring under the threshold run till desert and dwelling are one. Oh, no, 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 no. The net on the other side came full after the long and fruitless pull. Night had passed with empty hands, nothing caught by all their plans. Then Jesus from the shoreline said, cast it there instead. And what the weary thought was done overflowed beneath the rising sun. The sea knows the fisherman's pride, the sense of skill of practiced eyes. Yet once again the Lord would show that even experts need to know. Obedience may seem too slight, too simple to rewrite the night, but one command from Christ can change the barren labor of the day. At your word I'll cast again, even after empty strain. On the other side unseen, your abundance still may be. Net on the other side, let it fall. Have the word that rules it all. When my labor has come up thin, still command and fill again. Net on the other side, let me trust beyond my methods, beyond my dust. Where I have nothing left to claim,
net on the other side.
Pull it in, heavy now with grace within. What was empty through the night can overflow by morning light.
Net on the other side.
Teach me here the shoreline voice through doubt and fear. At your word, not mine alone. The sea gives up what it had known. Luke had shown this pattern first, when Simon heard against his sense. Launch out deeper, let nets down, then boats near sank beneath the amount. John returns to see once more, after crossing risen Lord. The miracle repeats to say, the old lesson still remains. Fruitfulness is not technique alone, nor effort at its peak. The net on the other side means this: success can hinge on listening, and what I call just one more try may become obedience, if it's grounded in your word and not in frantic striving first. Net on the other side of my days, where I've worked in tired ways. Teach me pause enough to hear the master standing somewhere near. A small adjustment by your voice can alter all the empty toil. Not because the sea has changed, but because the Lord has spoken. And when the catch comes pressing full, keep me humble at the pool. The net is filled, yet still the meal awaits on shore in grace. Because the point was not just fish, but restoration through the gift. Net on the other side, let me see the Lord who still provides for me. Cast again where Jesus says, though the night has failed to bless, net on the other side remain. A lesson through the fruitless strain. At the shoreline of the dawn, hear the voice and carry on. Net on the other side, let me be ruled by obedient expectancy. The sword in the oven heat stayed sharp, while kings cut scrolls apart. Jehoiakim sat before the fire, burning word line after line. Yet even as the fragments fell, the Lord sent the message back again. No oven heat and no proud hand can dull what God commands. Fire can consume the paper page, but not the truth the words contain. Jeremiah's scroll was cut and burned, yet heaven's sentence still returned. That means the sword of spirit stands beyond the reach of human hands. Men may resist, erase, deny, but the living word does not die. Sharpen me in heat and strain. Do not let the edge grow faint. What men burn, you still can send. What they cut, you write again. Sword in the oven, heat stay sharp through the pressure and the dark. When the ruler scorned the word, still let truth be fully heard. Sword in the oven heat, hold the line in the fire and over time. What the proud and tries to erase still returns flame. The oven room was warm and dim, but cold is still the heart within. That's how resistance often feels. Comfort seated against what is real. The king heard portions then destroyed. What exposed is self-made poise, yet not one cut off the blade could make the warning go away. And for the saints the sword remains, not carnal steel but scripture flame. The spirit sword, alive and clear, cuts through deception, cuts through fear. So if the age around me mocks or tries to heat the room and lock the word outside polite domain, still let the edge remain. Sword in the oven heat of now, where pressure asks the saints to bow. Keep the word inside my mouth, inside my heart, inside my house. Do not let repeated strain make familiarity blunt the blade. Sharpen through obedience, prayer, and trembling at what you declare. And if some pages get opposed, still remind me what this shows. The word is not so weak a thing that human rage can end its sting. Sword in the oven heat, remain alive through every hostile flame. The Lord who spoke will speak again, and truth will stand when kings are gone. Cut the fog and cut the light, keep the living edge alive. Sword in the oven heat, endure where lesser courage grows unsure. Scrolls may burn and hearts may harden, still the word remains a sword. Sword in the oven heat, let me prove its sharpness through obedient truth. The river storm under my tongue stays cool, a memory made to school. The mouth that tends to soon forget what the crossing really meant. Stone from Jordan, smooth and round, lifted from the river ground. Taste and see the Lord is good. Memory made almost like food. There are truths that must be kept, not only in the mind but let the mouth return to them in speech, like stones that children's fingers reach. A river stone under the tongue becomes the witness of what was done, something tangible to hold and tell when future doubts begin to swell. Keep the memory in my mouth, not just in the far off past. Let what you did become a taste that steadies me by grace. A river stone under my tongue, keep me true to the crossings you brought me through. Smooth with a memory, cool with grace, a witness I can still retrace. River stone under my tongue, let me tell what the living God did well. When the river once was wide, you made a path on the inside. Under my tongue, let it stay in the stories that I sing. Not as theory, not as haze, but as the record of your ways. A river stone under my tongue, let me taste the goodness that has held my days, so memory itself may sing of the faithfulness of my King. Taste and see, the song declares that the Lord is good, that pairs with stone memories carried through signs for what the Lord can do. The hidden manna, white stone too, suggest the inward secret proof that grace has marked a people's frame beyond what others know by name. So keep a river stone in me, a small heart testimony that I can turn within my mouth when fear and doubt begin to shout. The crossing may be years behind, yet memory can still align the present heart with former grace and strengthen it for the next place. River stone under my tongue at night when forgetfulness dulls the sight. Bring back crossings, bring back sand, bring back the mercy of your hand, and not for nostalgia alone, but so my faith may still be formed by what you've already done before, and trust you for the river more. Let the children of my later days hear the stories and their way. Let the stone under my tongue help keep the memory strong. River stone under my tongue, remain a witness through both joy and pain, because remembered grace can be strength for present fidelity. Smooth the memory, cool the fear, keep the crossing always near. River stone under my tongue, stay till gratitude shapes what I say. Taste and see, recall and tell, the Lord has led us through it well. River stone under my tongue, be a little stone of memory. The shout before the sun stand rose, in battle heat and dust thick blows. Joshua called beneath the sky, and daylight held its place on high. The Lord fought for Israel then, stretching time beyond all men's ability to reckon how the victory should happen now. This is one of Scripture's signs that the Lord commands even time. Sun and moon obey the word when the battle cry was heard. The shout before the sun stand means faith can ask for impossible things, not from presumption but in line with the warfare of the divine. Stretch the day if you must, Lord, for the sake of keeping word. What seems fixed above my head still can answer what you've said. Shout before the sun stand, lifted high in the battle to the sky. When the hours seem too few, still the Lord can carry through. Shout before the sun stand, bold and clear, because the fighting God is near. Sun and moon may hold their place at the command of sovereign grace. Shout before the sun stand, let me know no created thing is close to the Lord who reigns above, in power, justice, covenant, love. Shout before the sun stand, let me stand, not in pride but in command. Receive from you in holy war, trusting what you're fighting for. This was no trick of reckless will, but a servant leaning still into the strange specific grace needed for a certain place. That's what makes the story sing. The Lord can bend a massive thing to serve His purpose in the land, for those who move by His command. How many times the saints feel pressed by hours too short and strength too less, battles run through all my strength. If you would lengthen now, by peace, by grace, by wiser power, and where you will not change the sky, still teach my heart the deeper cry. The Lord who commands the host of light can help me through this fight. So let the miracle not just amaze, but to faith in later days. The one who once held daylight still remains the Lord of time and will shall be for the sun stand. Let it be a song of holy dependency, because the day and battle both still answer to the Lord of hosts. Sun stands still and moon hold near, the Lord of armies governs here. Shout before the sun stand rise, beneath the God who rules the skies. Stretch the hours or strengthen me, either way the victory belongs to you, O Lord Most High, who hears the battle cry. The axe head in the river sank, borrowed iron lost in depth. One small cry from worried lips, Master, it was borrowed. Then the prophet cut a stick and cast it where the iron slipped, and by the Lord the metal rose, floating where no metal goes. This is a miracle of humble scale, not a mountain split or storm made pale, just to work a simple need, a borrowed tool, a worried plea. Yet the Lord who feeds the crowd still cared enough to hear aloud the cry over an axe head lost, and answer with restoring touch. Nothing small before your face, no simple need beyond your grace. Where what was lost sinks out of sight, you still can lift it to the light. Axe head in the river, rise again from the place it sank beneath. What was lost and what was owed, bring it back by holy word. Axe head in the river, let me see the God who cares for little needs in the ordinary and plain. Your mercy still remains. Axe head in the river, teach me this: the Lord is in the smallness, no detail too slight for care, no anxious cry too thin for prayer. Axe head in the river, let it float by the power of the Lord of hosts. What should sink can still be raised by grace in common days. The sons of prophets went to build a bigger place, a wider field, and in the work of serving well, a sudden lack and worry fell. How many times in simple tasks we meet the stress of what is asked beyond our means, yet there the Lord still shows himself attentive. Borrowed things carry pressure too, a stewardship we're passing through. The axe head story whispers plain that God can meet our practical strain. Not every answer has to roar with dramatic signs of war. Some come quiet yet just as true, because the Lord still sees us through. Oh, axe head in the river of my days, where I've lost strength or lost my way, where things entrusted slip below the level I can reach or know. Meet me there with branch and word, with strange grace the world finds absurd, and bring again to hand and side what seemed gone beneath the tide. This miracle of iron raised keeps my faith from making grace, only for the grand and vast, ignoring daily fears and tasks, because the God of Sinai still can float an axe head by his will. Axe head in the river, let me sing of the nearness of my King. Where it sang, point out the place, let the branch meet hidden grace. Axe head in the river, rise under the Lord's attentive eyes. Small concern and humble cry, still a heart by Most High. Axe head in the river, let it prove the practical mercy of your love.